Up this week, I'm going to show you how to do these beautiful, super easy, crunchy on the outside, fluffy in the middle churros. First thing you want to do is get your oil up to temperature. Now if you've got a deep fat fryer, just turn that on, get up to a medium heat. We're just going to use some vegetable oil into a pan, and generally the rule is if you put a piece of bread in there and it turns crispy brown within 45 seconds to a minute, it's usually about the right sort of temperature. Just regulate that and keep it on a medium heat. Now when you think about this type of recipe, you think about it being Spanish or Mexican. Can you comment down below and tell me exactly if you can claim this recipe for your country, if it's Spanish or Mexican or Portuguese? So into your bowl, you're going to add 350 grams of plain spelt flour. Into that, you're just going to add a good pinch of salt and then a teaspoon of baking powder. Give that a little mix around, make yourself a little well in the middle, and then we're going to go in there with 250 millilitres of warm water. So if you think about a donut mix, it's generally a little bit wetter. With churros, they're a little bit drier. And you can leave that stand if you want, but really isn't any need at all. So we're just going to go straight in with a piping bag. Now with the piping bag, you're just going to add either a churros nozzle or something like a star shape, about ½ centimetre wide, perfect. This is where it always gets messy. You've got to work quite quick with this. So into our boiling pan, we're going to go in with like little lengths of these, and then using a pair of scissors, just snip it off at the end. That's what you're looking for, these lovely little grooves all the way down. When you actually put the mixer into the oil, try and go as slowly as possible and actually try and keep the best shape you can. Into the pan, we're going to go in with around 50 grams of sugar, and we're going to use ½ teaspoon of cinnamon. So this is going to make up our cinnamon type sugar. Give that a good mix round. You're looking for that lovely sort of brown sugar colour. Right, these can come out onto a bit of kitchen roll and just leave them to drain off. And just dust them. And a little bit of sugar. Right, so they're soaking up some of the sugar. We're going to get a pan up to a rolling boil. So for our chocolate sauce, we're going to go in with 100 grams of milk chocolate and 100 grams of dark chocolate. Pop them in, and then into that, we're going to add around 150 millilitres of double cream. Now the reason I've used two different types of chocolate is I always find that if you use just dark chocolate, it's a little bit too strong for these. So half and half works really well, and because this is an indulgent treat, this isn't something you can have every day. So, you know, use a little bit of double cream, use some chocolate, it's absolutely fine. We've got some sugar in there. That's what you're looking for, that silky sort of glaze, and that can come off the heat. I'm going to serve this one up. We've got ourselves a little paper envelope here, just for presentation wise. I'm going to stick a few of these in. I mean, how good do they look? Let's give these a little taste test. Be rude not to, wouldn't it? A little bit of our chocolate sauce. So they're gorgeous, crunchy on the outside, really fluffy on the inside, almost like little mini donuts. They are so, so good. Look, if you do recreate this one, which hopefully you do, hashtag me as Haste Kitchen as always, and I'll see you next week. Cheers then, bye-bye.